fear and love. You sing one of the songs, one of which they have touched me in a very special way, so beautiful and lucid, hopeful. We always have a choice, or at least I think we do. We can always use our voice, I thought is to be true. We can live in fear, extend ourselves to love. We can fall below or lift ourselves above. Fear can stop you loving. Love can stop you fear. Fear can stop you loving. But it's not always that clear. I always try so hard to share myself around, but now I'm closing up again, drilling through the ground. Fear can stop you loving. Love can stop you fear. Fear can stop you loving. But it's not always that clear. I'd love to give myself away, but I find it hard to trust. I've got no map to find my way amongst these clouds of dust. Fear can stop you loving. Love can stop you fear. But it's not always that clear. But it's not always that clear. Morcheeba, fear and love. I hear the words that hit me, that sound like a description of my own, and do not know what I should think. Should I despair or summon up hope? Should I believe in me or give me up? Still I have a choice, at least I think so. But from a certain moment on, I will no longer have a choice. Then I have to face up, then the decision decides. And I? What should I do then? But you said it to me. Even if it's not always clear, there's only one possibility. To stop to close my mind. To open up. To stop to be scared of everything. Even to enter a coffee house or gallery. And the greatest fear? To trust someone. Elizabeth, I have already said that I trust her. But that's just easy. What should happen yet? Even if tomorrow the big disclosure comes and everything was only a bombastic coup of the record company of the management, your music is still gorgeous and all the images. So what can happen already if I trust you? What a primitive knockabout comedy on my part. And open up? What does it yet mean to type words? Words that will probably never be read by anyone, not really. Delete and everything was. Only Kaninchen has read something about of it. Towards her, I could open up myself a little. We can live in fear. How long I do this already? Since I have a memory to myself. To the first years before my third birth, I just cannot remember. And also the birth itself seems to be lost. Only to the thereafter I can remember. And that, what I did then. There too I could also not really remember me for a long time. Only this fear was always, fear of everything, especially for other people. Only to nature, a flower, a star, I could open up myself, to show my feelings, to dialogue. Art, to have discovered it, probably saved me the life. Back then, but especially today. Now the memory of what I did is fully present again, in all its absurdity, of which for ineffable consequences it could have had, and the fact that it none had. But is this correct? Am I be clear in my mind about it, why I am like I am? And what is with sibling? Have I ever asked you? Ever talked to you? I sit and weep, weep for me, and how often you have already sung. Fear can stop you loving, love can stop your fear, but I change, take cognizance of it, am glad. But you say it. But now I'm closing up again, drilling through the ground. Do you think it could be turned into something this time? Sky, Elizabeth? Most of all, you, Beth? And all the other angels? Joanna, do you think this time it could turn into something? And if not, what then? In a few days we have birthday, Elizabeth. First I, and then you. I have never celebrated birthday. Cannot remind me of a children's birthday party. None of me, none of another child. It's also a coincidence that it's half a century, already before I want to write, only that my circumstances of life have given me no calm. Now I have, almost by accident, this calm. And now I have that awful feeling that it's now simply too late. Too late for this, too late for sibling, too late for everything. Even if it's getting better, just too late. All my life I had this feeling that everything I did, although it was good, when it pleased others, it delighted them, I always was scared. The fear to have to note after all that it was not so, that it was not good after all, that it not pleased them after all, that it not delighted them after all. I trust you, Elizabeth. How ridiculous. Whom I trust. Your art, the artist, real trust would only be possible towards the person. The person I will never get to know. Or perhaps after all. I laugh at myself and should think of those who have done, of which you have already only dreamed your whole life, of which you already will only dream your remaining life, no matter how long it now still will continue, as it will end even. No fun anymore. So I close now, and thank Sky therefore that she has spoken with me in the past few hours. With this song, very long, but also one before then. And when I say Sky, I mean of course also the brothers. Otherwise, I'm just writing only about sisters, the Pierces and the Ansangs. And I think I can now write also about a sister, my sister. Thanks for the evening, which began with the Pierces, then via garbage leads to you. Should I hope now or despair? Who should answer me now? Surely, the trick is to keep breathing. Thank you for listening.